I said it before and I'll say it again. I love the PlayStation 1. Along with Spyro 3, it was the first time I've played a video game before. I'd spent hours upon hours with these two. And then my sister, the Demon Crow, got her PlayStation 2, along with Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Well, she said it was Shadow the Hedgehog, but I remember getting that years after this game, so... bleh. After Insomniac created the original Spyro trilogy, they decided to leave the franchise in Universal's arms and go make something else like Ratchet & Clank. I understand why though. He didn't have any hands, so they couldn't think of any more ideas for the series. So Universal gave Check 6 Studio and Equanacia Digital Entertainment? They gave that company some work. And thus, they created Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, released on the 5th of November 2002 in North America, and then the 29th of November 2002 in Europe. It was also ported to the Nintendo GameCube, which is the version I will be playing. So, does this game live up to the original trilogy? And is it good overall? And why can't I find any information about this company other than that they also made some My Little Pony game? All questions, apart from one, will be answered soon. Well, that's gonna do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, the story begins with the baby dragons getting the dragonflies. Remember the babies we've saved in Year of the Dragon? Yeah, these guys. When suddenly, Ripto appears! Back from the dead. Look, everyone else has made a joke, okay? I'm confused as much as you are. After a random conversation with some awkward animation, Ripto scatters the dragonflies across the dragon realms, including Sparks. No, Sparks, what? He can't leave Sparks. Oh, there he is. What was the point in that? The aim of the game is to capture all of the dragonflies. And I mean, alright, I'll bite. This is all like Year of the Dragon. You can tell that little Retro was happy with this so far. However, instead of walking up to them and that's it, you have to encase them using your bubble breath. Yeah, Spyro can now use different breath abilities. I really like this concept. I mean, it was technically introduced in Season of Flame, but I don't own that game yet. This is a really good idea. In theory. Here's the thing. Once you get close to the dragonfly, they'll start to fly away, and your bubble breath's hitbox isn't very good. You have to charge, stop, and blow bubbles at them, all in quick succession before they move away. It ain't fun. As for the other breaths, they do exactly the price I got my PlayStation Mini at GameStop. Almost nothing. All they are used for is these little quote-unquote challenges. That's it. No enemy variants similar to the ones where you can only charge with flame. No using them to change the level layouts. That would have been awesome. Imagine using your ice burst so you can walk across a level or something. That would be sick. But no, just these little things. Be positive. Think happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Well, I like how the game looks. Everything's bright, colorful, detailed, and cartoony. The jump to the PS2 is really impressive. Before it was all triangular polygons and everything. Everything's smooth and just plain good looking. Speaking of smooth, the frame rate is much higher now. The transition from 30 to 60 really makes a difference. When it wants to work, that is. The game can run at 60 frames per second, but can barely do that. It can barely run at 30. This game keeps dropping its speed so often, and it runs so slow too often. And you know what? This game runs worse than Star Fox, and that was 2 generations ago. I don't understand. No, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts! The music is nice. Not as good, but it does the job well. Makes you feel calm. I think I'm good to continue on. Something that annoys me is the fact that there are fewer levels. The last game had 29 levels. Count them, 29 levels, with 4 homeworlds accompanied them. You wanna know how many levels there are in this game? 8. 8 levels! Only 8 levels with 1 singular home world! Okay, I'll give them a chance. Maybe the levels are really good. No. They aren't. Spyro was known for its wide and explorative level design, and apparently the developers thought this too and was like, you know what? Why don't we just stretch the images? It'll be fine! Everything's way too spread out, and there's not enough tins in them. I end up going back and forth like a lawnmower cutting the grass the size of my estate, trying to find these gems. Not to mention that they're all basically the same. They all have nice themes like a dojo, a treasure den full of teas, a place full of honey, but that's all that's different. They're all just boring. Do something fun. What makes Mario fun? The levels are different! And it doesn't help that the minigames are just bad. The minigames in 2 and 3 were awesome. Sure, not all of them, but the majority of them were great. The only minigames I liked were the ones where you slide down a volcano or a stretch of honey. The rest of them are terrible. I hate this one. I hate this one. This I dread, especially when there's a time limit. I hate this one. This can just go die. I hate them all! Even the speedways aren't as fun as they used to be. Oh yeah, speedway levels are now just minigames. But why? Happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I am fine. I'm fine. Look at me. Look at my face. I'm fine. One more thing about the presentation. This game has widescreen support. For a 6th generation console, that's pretty good. I mean, from the title screen, you can tell that they didn't expect many people to have 16:9 TVs, but I like it. Not many games had this back then. I also like the fact that Spyro actually talks back. Besides the cutscenes, he usually stays silent. This gives the game more life and is a neat touch. Hi! Did Spock speak actual English? Did the voice actor just got tired and the developers left it in?
Rant Mode activate.
I'm sorry, there's just a lot I need to get out of my system right now. So here we go! There are some characters returning from Year of the Dragon, but they only appear once. Cutscenes aside, these baby dragons only appear once. Bianca only appear once. Bartholomew only appears once. Moneybags, he shows up in his pajamas, takes a few gems, and never shows up again. You don't even get them back. Hunter is the only one who appears more than once, but he looks weird. I mean, what happened?
Cowabunga, dude!
Don't play Spyro on the GameCube. The fire and charge attack buttons are in a weird position and they don't feel natural. This is windshield mode that is only needed for like one level and it sucks. It's bad. No matter where I'm aiming, it never hits my target. There's a random cutscene halfway through the game where Ripto and his henchmen explain what we already know from the start of the game. There's no point of this cutscene whatsoever. Now, I'm a guy who really loves glitches. It's one of the reasons why I like Sonic 06. But this game has glitches everywhere, and not just glitches that you can attempt for yourself. I mean glitches that prevent you from having fun, and they just happen. No animation when exiting a minigame? This is normal. Can't move an inch, causing me to exit a level? This is normal. Going for a wall so I have to run through the entire level again? This is normal. The whole level glitching up, and this happens every time you go around this level. This is normal. How about swimming in the air, going to Ripto, beating him and the game all under a few minutes? This is normal! Okay, I think I better end this. Let's just move on to the final and only boss, Ripto.
Hocus pocus!
All you have to do is flame him till he grows. Okay. Then use your ice breath against him till he's this ugly beast. And then use the electric breath on his scepter a few times. And then you're finally free. The problem is that these orbs lock onto you. And if one hits you, you're gonna lose a life and you will have to start all over again. And once he's defeated, cutscene. So that was Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. What do I think of it? Well, it looks better and the concepts are really great ideas, but that's it. It's way too short, the levels are boring, the minigames are awful, it runs poorly, The number of glitches is ridiculous, and none of these glitches are fun anyway, and I was so happy when I was finally finished from playing this awful game. There was potential. There was going to be a lot more content added to this game with less glitches and a smoother frame rate and actually being decent. People say it's bad because Universal's rushed the game, but there's a lot more to it than just that. So I suggest watching Mr. Fo's documentary on this game. Be warned though, it gets intense. Bottom line, don't bother with this game. You're not missing much. So, this is Retrominimii signing out. Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Retro's Review. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Playing this game was a lot more frustrating than I anticipated, to be honest. I've always played it as a kid before and I never thought it was that bad. Don't now think about it, I didn't play much of it when I was a kid. Anyway, I hope you forgive me for this unorganized script. I felt like it was the best, but what's your opinion on that? Also, special thanks for Heidi Sprite. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, but yeah, I prefer serving up to Sprite. And also, don't forget to watch out Mr. Fo's documentary on the game. It is actually really good, and you can tell that he spent a lot of time on it. Again, it gets a bit dark in some places, but still you should check it out. Anyway, I think I hear my pizza calling. I'm gonna go because my blood pressure runs on cheese on pizza. So if you don't hear from me, then rip Retrominimii. I forgot to put pizza in the oven. Anyway.